Look at what you did, Team USA. You let America down. You let us down here, theoretically speaking. In fact, C-Katt's had enough. He's leaving.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. This is Theoretically Speaking. This is your boy Theo Dorsey. We're coming to you live from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium as the Cardinals are duking it out with the Houston Astros. And yes, this is our first taste of American baseball. This is our first breath of fresh air after last night. All of the air was sucked out of Lone Depot Stadium in the midst of what was a Venezuelan 3-2 win over Team USA. And I would hate to bury the lead because the real reason that we're here is to celebrate the man that is, the myth that is, the legend that is C-Katt, who's not on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos, but he's right beside me here at the Dean. But he's also in a bit of a mourning period because once again, one of your teams lost on the big stage.
I have not had a dub. Just like whenever I actually truly buy into a team emotionally and leave myself vulnerable to defeat, I end up getting crushed. Yeah. It happens all the time, unrelenting, and Team USA, they did it again last night.
So they lost in the World Baseball Classic 3 years ago against Team Japan. That was the infamous showdown between Ohtani and Trout.
I was watching that game on my phone,
so
the heartbreak is a little bit less.
Right.
You ever notice that? When you're on the big screen on TV,
that's
like it's right in your face.
It's coming at you. It's like 3D. It's
exactly. Like you're a little bit more immersed in that ball game. I was watching the Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, USA versus Japan on my phone. So that hurt.
Not as much. How'd you watch last night?
Last night was on the big screen, big dog. It was in the living room, not in the bedroom, in the living room, primetime television. Hearts broken, like heart crushed. The high of the highs when stepping to the plate in the 8th inning, runner on, 2 outs. Bryce Harper comes to the plate, and it sounded like this on Fox with Joe Davis on the call.
Harper sends a fly ball to deep center field. Better late than never. Bryce Harper has tied the championship.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That's what we do.
Incredible.
That's what we do.
Hey, C-Katt, you're not going to believe it. I also was watching on the big screen. I chose the big screen in my bedroom, actually, because my wife had some reality show going on in the living room. So I was reading a book simultaneously while watching this World Baseball Classic final. I have to be honest with you, I was a bit torn as a viewer because I was so wrapped up in the celebrations and the vibes and the emotions sometimes of when Team Venezuela was smacking the best. And every now and then I get caught up in the moment and forget I'm rooting for Team USA. But I will say that Bryce Harper at bat, I felt something.
All right.
I felt something on that one. Even before when he was stepping up to the plate, and I think it was Joe Davis.
Yeah, either Joe Davis or John Schmaltz.
I want to say it was Joe Davis who was talking about like how this is it right here, like now or never. If Bryce Harper's going to make a moment for Team USA, this is the moment, right? And I pulled out my phone and I recorded it.
Wow.
As if I couldn't just rewind it because it's baseball and you never want to just record a random at bat. But I literally the only play from last night that I actually pulled out my phone and recorded was that one. And then I realized 10 seconds afterwards it was like pointless, but it was fine. It was good. I thought Team USA was going to win at that point.
Yeah, so did I. It seemed pretty good, and my lackadaisical attempt to point. You sent the video of you returning, or of you recording that final pitch, and your commentary is just—it's incredible. Never mind. The audio doesn't work. My bad. I guess you weren't that invested.
It wasn't. But here's what
this is what I recall you saying. Yeah. Uh-huh.
it was nighttime.
Oh, yeah.
It was nighttime. I was like,
okay, Bryce.
yeah, Bryce.
Where I was standing up as if I was one of those Venezuelan fans in the crowd bawling in the fourth inning because he got out of a jam. I was standing there, come on, come on, come on.
Can we definitively say this, though? The World Baseball Classic felt bigger than the World Series.
For certain people, it did. For certain people, they were more attached to the Team Venezuelan ball club than they were to, I mean, the points example is Team Venezuela will back Jose Altuve till they die.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that fans of Jose Altuve, which he wasn't on the roster, he was in the crowd watching the game because of the insurance mix-up or disagreement that was there.
Playing today?
Playing today.
Yeah, he's here at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium.
I'm sure people that rooted for the Astros because of Jose Altuve celebrated Team Venezuela more than they cheered Jose Altuve and the Astros when they won World Series.
I didn't even think about that, too. We have Jose Altuve right here batting first in the lineup for the Astros today at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. I'm surprised that he wasn't partying into the wee hours of the night. Like, I'm surprised he showed up here on time for a 1 o'clock first pitch, because if I'm Jose Altuve and it is spring training and we just won the World Baseball Classic, Team Venezuela, for the first time ever, like, I'm Magic Johnson in the Lakers press conference. I ain't going to be there.
Yeah.
Sorry to the fans that bought tickets for Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium, but I will not be playing. Let's see how he did at his at-bats today. We need to pull up the box score here.
Does Jose Altuve not love his country?
That's
kind of what I'm getting at here. One, he couldn't pull the strings or whatever it is to actually play for Team Venezuela. They were better without him. And two, he didn't even party enough to miss today's spring training game.
This guy here, trying to spin things negatively. Shout out to Team Venezuela, first World Baseball Championship win, first appearance in the final, and they did it against the mighty, mighty Team USA. Today is a very special day, CKATT, because today is not just us wallowing in the defeat of the Americans last night at Lone Depot. No, this is also the farewell to CKATT, the CKATT curtain call, your final show on Theoretically Speaking, because of that announcement that you made on the back end of last show. And I do want to say this, because you're going to have messages to tell people throughout the show. I want to early on open up the Baptist Health Hotline for those people that want to say a good word or two to you, but then also maybe a little reaction from last night's game. Not to pour salt in your wounds.
What if no one calls, though?
888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. If no one calls, it will be absolutely embarrassing for you. Not for me. Not for me. It wouldn't affect my day at all. 888-760-3776. Throughout the show, the Baptist Health Hotline will be open and will remain open for the good people that want to tap in and send your farewell to the Cat. And also a little reaction from last night's World Baseball Classic final. As CKATT, you were really hoping today, as we celebrated your send-off here, you were hoping we'd also be talking about how Aaron Judge stepped up after Bryce Harper and put us over the top. I know you were thinking it when he stepped up afterwards.
It felt back-to-back jacks. You got the big dog from Philly, and you got the big dog and the Big Apple. You got the captain coming up. Everyone's saying Aaron Judge sucks. Aaron Judge sucks. Always comes up small in the big moments. Tell him, Aaron. Tell him, Aaron. And the dude strikes out again. And it
was such a quick strikeout.
But you know what? Like, it kind of felt like, all right, that might get hidden if USA wins.
Yeah.
Because it's sandwiched between Harper's 2-run home run to tie the game to save USA from the brink of defeat.
Yeah.
And then maybe USA puts up a 1-2-3 inning, and they've got a chance in the bottom of the ninth inning where, like, 3 other people will have to come up short.
Yes.
And then 3 more people have to come up short before Aaron Judge gets up in a big moment again.
That's the thing.
Where he has a chance. Yeah, he has a chance to come up short again. I thought it was going to get lost, and then no. Immediately, Team Venezuela showed up and showed out and made me sad. They ripped off that Band-Aid very quick.
I feel bad. We're going to have to, later in the show, we're going to have to give Aaron Judge comps. I need player comps to NFL and NBA players so I can further understand just what the national public thinks of your captain, your superhero, your godlike figure. But let's go to the Baptist Health Hotline. We have Jalen in Miami. Jalen was in Miami last night to watch Team Venezuela get crowned. And good people, what were the vibes like from inside of Lone Depot Park?
I'll tell you what, to all the good people listening, there has been no other sporting event I've been to in my life that can compare to last night's final at the WBC at Lone Depot Park. I mean, so people have been asking me ever since I moved to Miami, what's it been like? And I often describe it as this. I say, it's not like I live in the United States. It feels like I live in Venezuela. And last night was a perfect example of that. Like, it was unbelievable. It was probably 80-20 Venezuela fans. I mean, they had the place rocking with the drums. I learned several new chants of the flags waving. I mean, the reaction when Eugenio Suarez popped that double in the gap to give Team Venezuela the 3-2 lead in the top of the ninth. I mean, they were throwing beers up in the air. It's pandemonium. It was a dude lifting the chair up. Like, it was just crazy.
It was like hard out of like the ground, or no bolted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how did he get a chair in his hands?
He brought a wrench.
We're sitting out in the right field, down the right field line, and they got like some barred top seating, and the dude he took his chair and just straight up in the air.
It was like Travis Scott, who was on stage with a stool in the air.
Dude, it was pandemonium. I wish I could send y'all the video so y'all could play it for the YouTube chat. It was. I don't even really have words to describe what it was that I felt last night at that game. It made me feel so good because I love baseball so much. It made me feel so great to be a part of that atmosphere, to see that, to show the world on this stage, this is what the game really could look like, really what it means to so many people across the world, not just here in the United States, that this game can really captivate the entire world at one time.
See, I agree with Jalen on that in this point. CKATT'S about to buffer your point here. I agree with him on this point. I, as a person who casually is not the biggest baseball guy, right? I actually was enamored with last night. I enjoyed the theatrics of it. I enjoyed the celebration. I enjoyed even with Venezuela winning and Team USA losing, which I was supposed to be rooting for the Americans. I was happy. I was happy, but CKATT, you're
so
Grinch.
Right now, I'm the baseball fan talking to the two journalists here. And these, hey, America, if you're listening right now, these are your journalists. These are your media who are walking out with a smile from ear to ear saying, go Venezuela.
It was
fun. Boo, Team USA. You guys stink. This is what's happening right now.
I wasn't the one that was striking Aaron Judge out in the eighth. I wasn't the one that was over here. Like, here's the thing, too. If Team USA would have won, you admitted it yesterday, and Jalen, I don't know if you feel the same way. It's a bigger deal and a bigger story, and it was a bigger moment. That Team Venezuela, the underdog, won.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think so too, just because of what it means to the actual sport, and not just the 50 continental United States or the 49 continental United States and Hawaii or whatever the math. I'm not good at
48.
math.
Who's counting them? That's what I'm saying. Who's counting? 48 of them, but who's counting?
Jalen, do you think that there are going to be more American baseball players playing 3 years from now because USA lost back-to-back years?
Absolutely. I think this is going to revitalize an even stronger class because there was a couple holes in the middle relief in the bullpen. We didn't have some of our biggest names that usually come out of the bullpen on this roster. We had Mason Miller, of course, but those middle inning guys were, I'm not going to say just guys, but they're not the highest end names that we could have presented to the world. And then, maybe we can get a couple more guys, maybe somebody to replace Bryce Terang as well. Maybe we
he was in the all WBC team at Bryce Terang. So let's cool
Maybe
off.
somebody to replace Aaron Judge.
I understand that.
Brewer.
Listen, all I know is, if that loss doesn't strike a fire under American baseball fans and under the American baseball player, I don't know what would. But it had all the elements that you want in a great sporting event. I mean, raucous crowd, great game, high stakes, two teams that have, a little bit more familiarity with each other, or maybe a little bit more tension with each other than you would say in a normal sporting event, just because of some of the political things that have taken place. So, like, all of those things wrapped into one made it a perfect setting, and it just didn't happen to go the USA's way because they didn't hit. They didn't hit the whole tournament, and that's really the problem.
He just got mad.
Everybody's killing Mark DeRosa. They teed off on Great Britain and Brazil, but other than that, anybody with a competent pitching rotation, they didn't really do anything. So I mean, this wasn't the best performance from the Stars and Stripes, but I tell you what, it was probably the best thing that could have happened for the sport of baseball.
Jalen, on the way out here, any parting words? We're giving a C-Katt curtain call. This is his final show. He gets really embarrassed. He's getting bashful right now just thinking about it. But as a fellow Ravens fan, just what's your most fond memory of the Cat Man here on Theoretically Speaking?
Hey man, it's too many memories to count. I think some of our favorite memories have probably been shared in the DMs on social media, off the record. But I just want to say, C-Katt, man, it's been an honor and a privilege to listen to you and watch you grow as a professional during your time here with Theoretically Speaking. I can't wait to see what you got planned. I can't wait to see where you could take this thing, your career. I'm very proud of you, man, and it's been a privilege to, even though we've only met, one time in person, I consider you a friend, buddy, and I wish you nothing but the best up there in the frozen tundra. Also,
Wow.
Yeah.
moment of silence for my boy C-Katt, man. R.I.P.
And he's out like that. That was Jalen in Miami. I appreciate the call on the Baptist Health Hotline, and that's the other part of this that's sad. I wish Team USA did win for you, C-Katt. If not for anybody else in this world, but for you.
Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been real nice. It sucks. What I would like to see is guys like Tarek Skubal, who showed up saying he's only going to pitch 5 innings against a crappy team in the group stage and then dip out. Experienced that game, said, wow, I really like this. I'm going to reconsider.
Yeah.
Came up the following day, said, yeah, I want to, but I can't. And they dipped out. If we had him, you would pretty much work around your pitch count by going ace after ace after ace and a closer. You would just do that, and the USA would have a much bigger advantage and a leg up over every other country. It was hard to watch, and I hate seeing the country's baseball team getting killed, because you know what? For those that are killing Judge, killing Terang, killing everyone who showed up and did play Team USA baseball because they didn't, quote, have enough fun and did it because they had to, not because they want to, well, damn, at least they did. They could have not played for Team USA, like many chose to not. So I'm not going to hurt that roster. I'm not going to hold it against Team USA. I just really wish they won that game.
Yeah. But was Team USA the better baseball team?
Yeah.
They just happened to lose.
Baseball is a game of sample size.
Yeah.
There's a reason why there's 162 games. There's a reason why it is 7-game series that should be expanded to 9 or 11-game series in order to truly give the true baseball champion their flowers.
You got to
one game, back-to-back game 7s. It's not sustainable to give the true champion.
Yeah, but I will say the parity, the randomness in that is probably also good for the sport, good for attention.
True, because if the best team won every single year, then it would be kind of less incentivizing to have the smaller baseball countries play.
It's kind of like when you get into an NBA Finals and there's one team definitively better than the other. It's like there's no need in us watching this. Mavericks, Celtics, I remember, and then also we expected the Thunder and Pacers to be like that, but weird things happen. But in basketball, all you need is 7 games to figure it out. I feel like in baseball, 7 should still be enough, but you say more.
I say more. I truly think that more. You see teams go on 5-game losing streaks all the time, and they're great baseball teams. You see great teams lose 3-game series to really bad baseball teams all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like golf. I liken it to that. It's a sample size sport. Just because Scotty Scheffler had a bad round does not mean that he's not the best golfer on the planet. Just because Aaron Judge went 2 for 14 or something to close things out, had a home run robbed of him in the previous round. Don't forget that. Does not mean that he is not the best of us in general, not just baseball, in the world.
That counts.
Aaron Judge is the best person in the world.
When you get a home run robbed from you, it no longer counts as a deficient at bat?
In the stat books, yes, it is a fly out to center field, but if you watch the game, you're like, damn, Aaron Judge let us down. No, he hit the ball to the deepest part of the ballpark, and he got robbed of a home run. So I'm not going to hold that against Aaron Judge, against the Team Dominican Republic, where they won anyway. Yeah. Also, I got more stuff to get off my chest.
Okay, all right.
No, do you think that this should be moved to midseason? That's what Mark DeRosa said.
I've heard that be flirted with, and how about this? Let's address that on the other side, because I have a deep-rooted opinion on that specifically because I've seen it in other sports, and to me, It sounds like a savory and fun decision and move, but like anything else in sports and in life, unintended consequences are going to fall from that as well, or people are going to be making even more excuses. There at ESPN Milwaukee. As you always know, the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776, 888-760-3776. The Baptist Health Hotline is here for you throughout the day. Be like a therapeutic hotline today. Welcome to the Baptist Health Orthopedic Care's pro-level orthopedic care. If you have an injury that's keeping you from what you love, our expert team is here to get you right back in the game. You might not be feeling it right now. You might be sore. You might be aching. You've been dealing with some nagging injuries. Well, guess what? Baptist Health is trusted by the pros and ready for you because everyone deserves pro-level care. I want you to visit baptisthealth.net/ortho to learn more. That is baptisthealth.net/ortho. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, and the Baptist Health Hotline is 888-760-3776. Evan Cohen joining us soon. On the other side, we are here from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium, where somehow, some way, Jose Altuve is playing for the Houston Astros, despite the fact that I would assume Team Venezuela was celebrating into the wee hours of the night after their 3-2 win over Team USA last night. Theoretically Speaking continues on the other side on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies.
Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, ref, time out, man. All right, team, we're only down by 5. We can still win this. Grab some water and get back out there. Whoa, not that water. You need Culligan water. With a free water test and advanced reverse osmosis purification system, Culligan helps reduce contaminants, delivering cleaner, safer, better tasting water. Enjoy 12 months interest-free. Schedule your free test today at Culligan.com, serving all of South Florida, residential or commercial.
Hey, Culligan man!
This is it. The final week of spring training at Cacti Park at the Palm Beaches is here. And once it's over, you gotta wait till next year for baseball in West Palm Beach. It's live Major League Baseball, afternoon games, evening games, Astros and Nationals action every single day. If you've been meaning to go, this is your moment. What are you waiting for? These are the last home games of the spring, and the last home game is coming up fast on March 22nd. Don't miss baseball in your backyard. Check the schedule and secure your seats now at cactipark.com.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $899 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Today's tax tip is brought to you by Anshin Accountants and Advisors with Jeff Bowden, Executive Principal and leader of Anshin's Tax Department.
The One Big Beautiful Bill Act creates powerful new planning opportunities for high net worth individuals and business owners. The new tax legislation permanently increases the estate and gift tax exemption to $15 million per person, restores full expensing for domestic R&D costs, updates the Opportunity Zone and qualified small business stock provisions, and includes other changes that will impact businesses and individuals. At Anshin, a partner-owned firm since 1923, We help clients understand the intricacies of the bill and develop a plan tailored to meet their goals. If you're a high net worth individual or business owner looking to maximize tax savings, let Anshin deliver value where others can't.
For more tax tips from Anshin, visit Anshin.com. That's ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, helping you recalculate what's possible.
College basketball is heating up, and the tournament is here. Don't let your home get caught off guard. Get game ready now with EDS Air Conditioning. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. Right now, qualified customers can get 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the court, not in your living room.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
The Cardinals, the Astros, getting after it here at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Jose Altuve, a pseudo winner of last night when Team Venezuela took down Team USA 3-2. We'll see if his Astros can take down the Cardinals just hours later. This guy's a real trooper for pulling up and playing some baseball here in spring training, but who wouldn't want to kick it here at the Dean and celebrate with these fans? C-Katt's on my right side here. It's your boy Theo Dorsey. It's Theoretically Speaking. This is the Cat Curtain Call, his final show of Theoretically Speaking. And we all know there's no way you do a C-Katt final show, especially on a Wednesday on Theoretically Speaking, without bringing in the man who the West Palm Beach can't shake. I wonder, C-Katt, if after when you leave, that if it's going to be as hard to get rid of your voice on these airwaves as it is of Evan Cohen's. Let's hit the open, Damien.
Because 4 hours a day just isn't enough. The Don of ESPN West Palm checks in from the mothership to co-own a fantasy team with his offspring, daydream about his next tennis match, and remind you he was on TV at the 1995 NFL Draft. From the Evan Cohen Memorial Studios, it's more Evan Cohen on ESPN 106.3.
The 95 Draft? You were on TV for that?
Is that the year? I don't remember, but when Tyrell Wheatley was drafted by the New York Giants, I was in the crowd as a fan at like 14, 15 years old, and they literally got me on TV, like pumping my fist, because of course I was a Giants fan then because the Patriots hadn't won yet. So I was yeah, I was on TV. You see me like with a black polo shirt, and I'm pretty sure C-Katt, correct me if I'm wrong. I think there was a notepad I think I had the notepad in my hand for the one that you're referring to.
You're taking notes? Taking notes on the draft?
I was.
According to my Twitter deep dive about 3 weeks ago when I put in these new opens, it was 95. I don't recall the notepad.
Yeah, if we can find
whether or not there was a notepad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can find it somewhere, but it's somewhere out there on the internet.
Can I point out the elephant in the room here? Can I be that guy?
Yeah.
I know I need a couple of pounds. You're going to call me an elephant?
No. Come on, man. Not you. I'm talking about C-Katt has publicly, specifically on this show, Theoretically Speaking, been very critical of people who not just enjoy the NFL draft, but show up in attendance in person to that annual event. And Evan, you seem to be one of those guys that enjoys that. How are you not taking this moment to tee off on the guy?
Because he wants his next job.
Because I'm not sure whether or not it's an ESPN event.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be there. Okay. We will be there in a few weeks in Pittsburgh. Unsportsmanlike will be.
Go, and they should spend money. Yeah.
No. So
no. Okay, I didn't know what you meant. Okay, no. ESPN does not own Well, you know what? Okay. Wait a minute. No. I don't know now because now the partnership with the NFL. I don't know. I'm not privy to that information. So what you did, your resistance to ripping on the business of it is correct, C-Katt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Can
is
I
why
rip on it
this is
a
a sage,
little bit?
sage move.
A tad? Or?
So wait, let's do it this way. Let's not make it about other people supporting the draft because you're all for them doing it. You're making it about me being a loser throughout my entire life. So what I would do growing up as a kid is when the draft was on Saturday and Sunday, my friends and I would take the train from Westchester County, New York, where we lived as like 13, 14, 15 years old. We would take the train into New York City, Metro North, and we'd go to Madison Square Garden, and there's a theater at Madison Square Garden. People probably don't realize this that have never been there. There's the big, obviously the arena. I was there last night for the Knicks game. And then next to it, there's a theater that's attached to it, like for concerts, comedy shows, whatever. That's where they initially would have the NFL draft because it was never as big as it is now. So we would go, and we would go from literally 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., all 2 or 3 rounds all day on that Saturday. It was the greatest thing ever. I loved every minute of it.
We
You
can
know,
criticize that.
hold on. Stay right there. Hold on. Stay right there.
Okay.
So,
Evan walked away from his camera, and he probably has a piece of memorabilia, like the underwear he
So-
wore that day.
No. Listen to this. So they did a contest where you handed in before the draft your predictions for the first round of the draft, and the person who got the most right predicting the first round of the draft got a prize. And I got it right, and I have a real New York Giants helmet that they gave me that I still have in my office closet. I was on the phone one day, not on the air, on the phone for a while with Mel Kiper recently. And because I was telling him about this,
That's impressive.
he called me. All of a sudden, I'm sitting here, and Mel Kiper's calling me. This is not a joke. Because he had heard me tell these kinds of stories, and he's like, I got to find out more about this. So he called me, and I walked him through all these years of going to the draft, and it's actually triggered the friendship with Mel Kiper. So I just want to put in perspective. C-Katt thinks I'm a loser when Mel Kiper's calling me at home. Go ahead. No wonder why it's your last day.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I thought Theo's story about hanging out with Chance the Rapper was cool, but I tell you what.
Did you hang out with Chance? Wait, did you hang out with Chance?
I did. Yeah.
He seems like the nicest guy. Is he the nicest guy?
Oh, he's great. He was cool. It was a great night. We kicked it until like about 3-4 a.m. One of the nights when I was in college. It was a great time. But now I want to get back to something that just happened there. Evan, are you going to be a mock draft person here in the near future? Are you going to be releasing mock drafts? Like, should I be
the EFCO 1.0?
Are we 3 years away from the EFCO 1.0? Be real with me, because I want to be in on that.
No, but like,
okay,
I will say, if you think about career accomplishments, C-Katt's last show, that's nowhere near anything. But Mel calling me was like a pretty real moment for me. And like, I don't know, like it's like one of those things where you grow up and Mel Kiper Jr. is like, he's larger than life. Like this whole draft industry that everyone cares about. Like when Mel releases his mock draft, or Jordan Reed or Matt Miller, any of these guys, or Tannenbaum puts stuff out there, we're all like, oh, we got, like, it's the latest news and information. Let's discuss it. Mel's pretty real. Have you guys revealed, by the way, and I'm sorry if you haven't, I didn't catch it, where C-Katt is going? Has that been all discussed or no?
Yeah. I told the audience yesterday, ESPN Milwaukee's my next spot.
Oh, that's what you're claiming, what you're doing?
Yeah.
That's why you're.
What is it?
Oh, no, it's for a great opportunity that has nothing to do with work. But
See, you and Mike Rizzo have the same opinion. I hope you're happy with that about how
Mike Rizzo. I'll tell you, between the two of them on that show today, there's only one I'm acknowledging. The other one I am livid with. But no, I mean, you have pitches? No, Mike Rizzo is a good guy. The other one is no.
Okay.
So no, you have an amazing opportunity, but it's real life too, is it not?
Yeah, my girlfriend got into med school. I've talked about flying up and down from that part of the country on the weekends, so it's a nice spot to live where we're between both cities.
Yeah, and now Theo, for you, moving forward without him, you finally got what you wanted. How do you feel about that?
That's the thing. I've been petitioning. I had been petitioning to get Cat removed, and we tried everything. We tried to slide him into Russo and Rizzo.
We've been fighting him off on other shows, play-by-play, high school.
We slowly started just doing, but it couldn't break away from the Cat. No, this is C-Katt is going to be. He's one of the most unique, and you talk about how weird he is, Evan, and he has a lot of shades of Evan Cohen in that way. Whoever that wrestler is that y'all keep referring to. But this dude is like, the more I've thought about this, the more I've realized. He actually had to walk me through how to set up remote broadcast and little things like this today. And I'm like, what the heck are we going to do tomorrow when we blink our eyes and Cat is gone?
You'll be fine. But, no. In all seriousness, I think you've done a pretty good job. I will say. You've seemingly embraced living in South Florida. You're not from there originally. What?
No, I'm like you kind of like talking to Theo, so I didn't know if you were saying you to Theo or you to me.
No, he's talking to you, C-Katt.
Yeah, no, I'm just making sure. It's a radio business, so oftentimes when someone's like,
you wanted to make sure.
Exactly,
he wanted to make sure.
Radio etiquette is say you, C-Katt. So
yes.
Okay. All right.
Good job.
You know what? That's a good job.
Air
good
check
job.
on Evan.
Yeah. No, he's right. I'm wrong. I can admit it. C-Katt, Christian Cat, producer, theoretically speaking, weekdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., ESPN West Palm, ESPN South Florida app. Streaming everywhere. Okay. C-Katt, you have embraced South Florida. You came in, initially as a part-timer or an intern or something like that? Maybe you were a part-timer but should have been an intern. I think that's what Theo and I were discussing. And I definitely think you've made an impact, and you made the place better. And I think that your quirkiness, some of it I think is by design and on purpose, but it is certainly something that makes people smile. I think everyone seems to like you, and I wish you the best of luck in the next stop because I think you're going to do great things there. But yes, you did a good job. You did a very good job. You were on top of everything. You were very reliable for everybody. And yeah, this will be emotional for you guys coming up in an hour and a half. I don't think you realize it. And I'll say something to you, and I'll be serious to both of you. You'll remember this partnership for forever because this is like the first. I know you guys have had other things in other places, but this show at this time in your lives, at this level of prominence, Theo, I'm talking to, that you have received here. But the partnership together, you'll never forget this. And this will be weird, and it is important you guys stay close. But like everybody listening and watching is probably thinking back, like, when did I make it? Or when did I start to make it in my career, whatever career it is? And who did I look to the left and right and see alongside me that was rooting for me? Not rooting to take my spot, not rooting to chop me down because the person behind. No, like truly invested in me doing well. And I think the beauty of you two is you're both rooting for each other to do well, from what I gather. No bad blood in the departure, nothing like that. And I think you guys will remember this, and you guys should feel proud about what you've created together. And that doesn't go away. It just, you'll do it with different people moving forward.
Yeah, those two things that you mentioned that you claim I did good at, I really aimed for.
You did well.
Yeah. And
not grammar.
Grammar
was
not one of the things.
Left that out.
Make an impact and make people like you. Like those are like kind of the two things I kind of aim to do in life in general. And to a fault with one of those. And I think that it worked out well. So I appreciate the props.
Well, making people, by the way, making people like you is such an interesting thing, right? In life, I don't think that we all are like, we should strive to make people like us. I think we should make people realize who we really are and tell the honest truth about ourselves. But from an on-air perspective, if that's your thing that you want to convey on the air, like make people like you, you've done a good job. Like I could see, I'm sure there are people that think you're absolutely nuts, but I do think your quirkiness comes off as likable on the air, for sure.
Yeah. Appreciate that. It's almost like a little bit of a wrestling thing. Like you'll be the bad guy in certain situations and someone will disagree with you. And I'm not the hard sports guy. We're going to argue about quarterback value, but I'll disagree with you on etiquette on holding doors and stuff. And I think that those qualities I've wrapped my arms around and owned a lot of the time. And in order to break away from this heart-wrenching, sappy
I want to try to keep going. I wanted more of this. I wanted so much more of this.
Bad job by a producer. I forgot to bring this up on Russo and Rizzo, and I'm no longer on that show anymore. So I'll do the next best thing, incorporate you, Evan Cohen, who's on the YouTube stream right now, ESPN South Florida, and Theo sitting to my left. the streams right. I made a mistake last week where I was trying to text Colin Russo and Mike Rizzo in the middle of the show, reminding them mundane, nuts and bolts. Hey, Mike Tannenbaum has a hard out at 5:40. A reminder, just in the middle of the spot, in the middle of the segment. I accidentally made a group chat with Mike Rizzo and Chris Russo, Colin's father. And I didn't get a reply from Mad Dog Chris Russo, who also is on the air at the same time as this happening, by the way. So I probably hurt his radio show indirectly, because there's a chance that he was, what's another important, maybe he had Mike Lombardi on. I'm sure he has Mike Lombardi. I know he has Mike Lombardi on his Sirius XM show. No, he doesn't have Mike Lombardi on. That would be crazy. Evan, what's your take on that situation? This happened 2 weeks ago, actually.
I think that was your way of telling the world that you have Mad Dog's phone number.
Wow. What
There was there was no purpose to that story.
What? Didn't he used to intern? Didn't he used to intern with Mad Dog?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you get his phone number.
Mad Dog. Adam Sean gave me his phone number.
Wait a minute. Theo, does every intern have your cell phone number?
I think they have access to it, but I don't know if all of them have it. Because they give it out to everybody.
Yes. No, they don't.
They don't?
No, I think that's irresponsible if that's the case.
I think
I don't think.
I've had randomly in some semesters an intern just hit me and they tell me, hey, it's me, it's the intern, whatever.
Yeah, I probably gave them your number.
Yeah, see? They just gift the stuff out willy-nilly around here. I got no protections. I don't get the Evan Cohen treatment where there's the wall up, I guess.
That was my way of saying Mel Kiper having my phone number, it's not as big as Chris Russo. That's what I was trying to say.
No, wait a minute. That's not apples to apples, because you were calling me out for going to the draft every year. And what I'm saying to you is that resulted in an appreciation from Mel Kiper Jr. If this story of you texting the wrong person resulted in Chris Russo calling you saying, hey, I got a story to tell you about this, I want to know more, that's different. Why, of all of the things that take us off where we were going, why would that be the place? I was trying to give you this nice speech, the two of you, and you just say a mess up in cell phone between those two?
Because he's bashful. He's uncomfortable getting sentimental. C-Katt is, especially with y'all two. And again, Evan Cohen joining us from Unsportsmanlike. It's C-Katt's final day. It's the curtain call for the Cat. And Evan, y'all are used to bickering and fighting back and forth, almost like elementary schoolers flirting. So I think it got uncomfortable for C-Katt when you gave him compliments. And that's all. I think that's my read on the situation.
Yeah, that was my version of nice weather we're having. That was after someone trauma dumps on you. That was my way of getting
You won't be able to say that in a few weeks, I'll tell you that much. You're moving to Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's 70 on Saturday.
When are you moving, by the way?
Back up.
When? My car is packed. I'm leaving actually after the show.
Wait, what? You're getting in the car and driving there today?
From Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium.
Yes, I hope no one's listening that's in the garage right now and wants to take advantage of it. But yeah.
Wait a second. Your entire car is packed in the garage at Roger Dean right now?
Yes.
So at 4 p.m. today, you're going to say, Theo, hey, good show. Clean up the equipment, get in the car and move?
No, I'll pack it up. I'll put it in the station truck. Say my goodbyes to Theo, and then get in the car and go on 95 North until I get tired tonight. And then I'll probably get a hotel in Chattanooga or a little bit south of there.
But what about furniture and things like that? You shipped that already?
I don't have many things. It's clothes. It's memorabilia that I'm emotionally attached to that's not worth the amount of money it has been to move with it every time. And my girlfriend's been living in that area for the last 8 months, so I don't actually need furniture. Yeah.
One of those items, by the way, Evan Cohen, a Torrey Smith signed Baltimore Ravens jersey. He's brought this with him for the past decade of his life. He's been like that Giants helmet that you won from the NFL draft in '95.
You are such an interesting individual. I mean, I can't even get over how interesting as a human you are.
So here's the situation. It's March Madness this week. So I have the rare stars align to where, wait a second, I'm going to have in-between jobs during the first round of the NCAA tournament. So I got to get there as soon as possible so that I can vegetable out, take full advantage of having a day and a half off from work in order to just enjoy college basketball in its purest
Do
form.
you
So that's
start? You start on Monday on the new job?
Yes, I start on Monday at
Oh.
ESPN Milwaukee.
Okay. I'd have to talk to you about a couple things that I didn't realize that. I may need you for something next week. But anyway, so it is the same company, by the way. You are so weird. Well, you guys cried today.
Guys, as in me and Theo?
Yes.
Like one of us crying, both of us crying. I don't know. Coin flip. I don't think Theo's going to cry. I think Theo crying would be an admittance that tomorrow's show won't be as good as today's show. So I don't think that he would do that.
That has nothing to. No, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Wow, what a statement. What a statement. Like, oh, that's not how that works.
I didn't say it was true. I said that might indicate for the uneducated listener or viewer.
You said I have to put on a brave face for the theoretically speaking fan base, for the good people.
I think Tina already cried. I think Tina is going to cry before, during, and after the show.
Why does she care?
Because she's a crier. And listen,
yeah.
If there were a certain amount of tears that were cried, I don't know, April 2nd, 2024, if that total is higher than today's total, we're going to have a real problem.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about right now, but okay.
Actually, yeah, it was April 2nd.
That was the right date.
Yeah,
that was the right date, but it wasn't as impactful as a date for Evan Cohen.
Yeah.
Theoretically speaking here, Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike joining us. C-Katt to my right. We're at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium here at spring training as Jose Altuve is in the Astros are putting their final touches here in spring training up against the Cardinals. One night after we watched Team USA fall to Team Venezuela, and it is the curtain call for the Cat. Evan, you were rooting for Team USA last night? Just want to get that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was rooting for Team USA, knowing that if Venezuela won, it would be better for the show. So it's like you can't lose. I'm not going to be honest about it.
I said the same thing, and Cat got mad at me, got mad at the caller earlier, Jalen. Like Venezuela winning was a big moment. It's good.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely a bigger story, which you could definitely interpret, and you can utilize it as a bigger, better for the show if it's a bigger story. But
I don't think it's a story at all if the United States wins. I think it's a mention, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it's like, like United States basketball, we win. All right, good, you're supposed to. The weirdest thing for me now is like, so we're the best in the world in hockey, but we're not the best in the world in baseball. And we may or may not be in basketball.
We're losing our grip on basketball.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's see how good Wemby gets, right? Because, like, France is the team that you would look at and say, okay, like, let's see about that. I mean, I guess a couple of things. To me, the United States right now, in terms of WBC, is half pregnant. Are you all in or not? Right? Are you all in or not? Because if you're all in on this, you can't have a guy that's never managed in DeRosa do this. We talked about on the show today on Unsportsmanlike, maybe have a guy like Bruce Bochy do it, who's been there and done that, and maybe, DeRosa wants to sit next to him, no problem. And I'm not trying to blame this all on DeRosa. Also, if it's going to be all in, you can't have Scooble going back and forth. And also, you can't make decisions based on the Padres, which I don't blame the Padres when you hear that they call and they say, hey, Mason Miller's only going to pitch in a save scenario. That's fine. If I'm an employer and I'm paying an employee millions of dollars, the last thing I want is for that employee to not have the opportunity to perform the services that they are providing me as the employer to their best because they, God forbid, get hurt on someone else's dime, in essence. That's ridiculous. So, but we got to decide which one is it, all in or not?
I mean, I understand that, and we talked about location of the World Baseball Classic and should it get moved into season. All that. I think that the same issues you just brought up would get brought up again, even if it was a mid-season thing. But I will say I was captivated by the Team Venezuela win, and I've gotten ostracized for that. Evan, on the way out here on the Baptist Health Hotline, though, just any one specific fond thing you want to say of C-Katt on his way out? I know we had the long spiel. But again, I just want, because I'm going to make a compilation of these things, and I want your voice to be a part of it. Just one specific thing that you felt from the Cat.
Look, when I think about C-Katt's time here at ESPN West Palm, I certainly think about an overmodulated mic on a high school call. I certainly think about a failed stand-up comedy bit. I think about a Sunday show or a Saturday show he did recently where I got a call and somebody in the most surprising way said, C-Katt may be good on the air. I said, what? I think about all of the different times that C-Katt has texted me, confirming me on the show with some of the weirdest communications and conversations I've ever had with another human being. I've heard about some of the times that people have told me about his orders for meals and how he tries to find the cheapest way of doing everything in life to a point that it doesn't seem believable. And I think about the fact that C-Katt today is going to get in the car at 4:01 and drive to Wisconsin from Roger Dean. And that is Christian Katt, a.k.a. C-Katt.
Couldn't tie it up any better than that. Evan Cohen, appreciate your time. Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike, 6 to 10 a.m. We'll check in with you next week, and the Cat Man won't be here.
Oh, how will I get by? I don't know. Will we be able to do it?
I was about to say. Yeah, are you even going to wake up for that show? Are you going to be excited? Evan, I appreciate the time, man, and we'll tap in with you next week.
All right, guys. Thanks. Congrats, C-Katt.
Thank you, Evan.
That was Evan Cohen, and the good thing, the odd thing about this is too, like you're leaving us at ESPN West Palm, but Evan is doing stuff with ESPN Milwaukee all the time and whatnot. So y'all's relationship is continuing through.
Yeah, Evan told me when this news broke and I took the job that I'm going to interact with him more now.
Yeah.
That he's more hands-on in ESPN Milwaukee. So we're just getting started.
Yeah, I was about to say, really,
he's the John C. Reilly to my Will Ferrell when it comes to Step Brothers.
Okay.
Like me are two peas in the pod. There's a reason why we are two fellas standing shoulder by shoulder at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium in the ESPN West Palm promotional banner.
Yeah.
They put C-Katt and then Evan like that. There's a reason why we're together. It's because we are just buddy and buddy.
How long do you think that lasts? That lasts right there? Because C-Katt
those are expensive to print, and I slipped out the door as soon as they printed them.
Yes.
I really screwed over those people.
C-Katt is on a lot of marketing for ESPN West Palm, and one of the biggest objectives and directives for our marketing department at some point is going to be removing you and your face from the many materials that we use to promote ESPN West Palm. It is a weird thing to think about, but it is absolutely going to be part of their plan. And I don't know how long it's going to take for them to erase you off of these windows at Roger Dean.
Yeah, they might just paste my replacement on top of my neck and shoulders.
Yeah.
Put the face over top and
top it over.
We'll figure it out later on.
Yeah.
We were on a billboard together, and that was digital. If it was
were.
not digital, if they had a printed out banner, that's an expensive departure that I just made.
You would have made it more of it. We would have probably held you down here a little longer. Just you're going to stay until this billboard is up.
Isn't that why they have non-competes in this business?
Oh, yeah.
More for news, because you record those those commercials I'm Theo Dorsey with sports.
Technically, it's partially controlled, but then yes, also it's a marketing thing. But also trust me, I've been in a lot of places where they'll fire somebody on the fly, and those little rotational commercials.
Yeah, it's easy to get rid of.
Gone in an instant. Then it's not as hard as they make it seem. You know what's easy? Pulling up to a Duffy Sports Grill and enjoying some good grub, some good eats, some good drinks, especially right now as they have the Taste of Ireland going on all the way through April the 6th. Visit your local Duffy Sports Grill, Duffy'sMVP.com. Was just shopping out there with Evan Cohen. He is a known Duffy's lover. The presumptive number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft, Fernando Mendoza, known Duffy's lover, as he's told us here on these radio airwaves, and of course we are as well. Duffy'sMVP.com. Get your rewards card started today. Become an MVP, but also check out that Taste of Ireland that they have for you now through April 6th. And I'm talking about some good stuff. Shepherd's pie with mouth-watering Reuben burgers as well. Irish potato skins. And, of course, you got to get the shamrock pie, a little dessert for you. 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day, 80 or more televisions in every location. And at Duffy's, you can catch all of the madness go down as well. That's why you want to tap in. Find your favorite location, Duffy'sMVP.com. At Duffy's, our game is always on. We continue the Cat Curtain Call on the other side from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. That is CKATT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We got a little bit of a surprise for you in a little bit as well, so stick around for that. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
We are proud of our parents. Want to know why? Because they work for the school district of Palm Beach County. There's lots of great jobs. With paid vacation, holidays off, healthcare, and retirement. You can be in the same schedule as your kids. Come work at the school district of Palm Beach County. You'll see why it's your best choice.
Join us at the Team Palm Beach Schools Job Fair. Register at palmbeachschools.org/job fair. That's palmbeachschools.org/job fair.
The crack of the bat, the pop of the glove, and the buzz of a new baseball season is back in South Florida. New York Mets spring training in Port St. Lucie is the hottest show in town. This February and March, watch as the game's biggest stars, Juan Soto, Francisco Lindor, and Bo Bichette, hone their skills at Clover Park. Tickets to all spring training games are on sale now at Mets.com/springtraining. Get ready, baseball fans. Spring training is here, and the road to the season starts now. Let's go, Mets.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $899 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Today's tax tip is brought to you by Anshin Accountants and Advisors with Kevin McHale, tax partner in Anshin's Real Estate Group.
Under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, recent changes to the Opportunity Zone program include a rolling capital gains deferral period, updated basis step-up, and tax-free appreciation rules, new categories of qualifying funds, and revised criteria for the census tracts that qualify as Opportunity Zones. At Anshin, a partner-owned firm since 1923, we help real estate professionals navigate through the new qualified Opportunity Zone rules so their investments align with their goals of maximizing deferrals, minimizing capital gains, and ensuring compliance with the updated legislation. If you're launching a new fund or restructuring existing investments, let Anshin strategically guide you through these changes and deliver value where others can't.
For more tax tips from Anshin, visit Anshin.com. That's ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, helping you recalculate what's possible. Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
I didn't think we'd be able to get him because he was up into the wee hours of the night. I'm talking 6 a.m. partying at Club Space with Team Venezuela following their World Baseball Championship win over Team USA. But we've got him, CKATT. Dean Thomas is on the Baptist Health Hotline because he heard it's the Cats' final day. He said, I'm going to set the alarm clock anyway. What up, Dean?
What's going on, gentlemen? First off, I was not up till 6. I was up till 5. But I was actually mourning the loss of the Dominican Republic, so, you know, it kind of balanced out for me.
Why were you mourning the loss of the Dominican Republic so far after their actual loss? Like, was it just a lingering loss? It was sticking in your heart?
Because I feel in my heart that I got some Dominican Republic blood in me, so, and it's such a distraught feeling to have lost the game the way we lost.
He's throwing the we's out as well, so he's with Dominican Republic, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, so like, you don't know, like, Dean, you have like no actual like proof of being Dominican?
No, but when I'm in the hood, you know what I'm saying? When I'm down in Miami, I speak that lingo. You know, I be like, hey, mira mi gente. You know, and they feel it. And that's all I got, though, because once they start talking, I get lost in the shuffle. But I can get the mira mi gente, oye, papi. I can get that part down.
Wow. Dean say, I know black, I Dominica. Dean Thomas came through with it.
I actually
That's where it ends.
That's it.
So for my last show on Theoretically Speaking, I've been on the air with Dean while Dean was on the air on a more regular basis. And Dean gave me a gift. One of his last appearances, most recent appearances on Theoretically Speaking, where it was like a UFC, Venom, like a pretty high dollar item of a bag that he got for coaching Sean Brady. It had Dean's name on it, Sean Brady's name on it, and I used that bag to move this morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's in the car right now.
It's in the car right now. It's got all of my underwear, socks, and pictures that I hung on my walls. Yeah.
CKATT, you can at least put something good in it. Now, I don't want to be known for carrying your underwear and socks.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at least put something of value in there.
Well, lucky for you, I recently re-upped my underwear rotation. Like, it used to be those old Hanes, but now I went to this, like, Joe Boxer thing, and I'm buying one pack, like, every month and then throwing 3 pairs in the garbage when I do that. So we're like, I mean, you've got fresh underwear that are right next to Dean Thomas's name. You should honestly feel honored.
That's the thought of that kind of grosses me out. But I will say this, though. CKATT, man, you are going to be missed. And I actually regret not spending more time on air with you because I think that you are a tremendous talent. And whoever's going to acquire you, wherever it is that you're going, I don't know, I didn't dig that deep into it, but wherever it is that you're going, I think that they're going to, truly have, something to work with.
Oh, they definitely are. And Dean, I know Dean was wondering when we hit him up and said the CKATT'S last day. He did respond and say, was this about the stand-up routine? Yes, Dean. Can confirm the stand-up routine, they finally got him.
Yeah.
I knew what it was. Like, it finally made its way into the editing room and got edited, then shipped up to, the higher beings at ESPN, West Palm, and Good Karma Brand. And they finally was like, wait a minute, this happened. And then I get it. They finally got rid of you. Finally.
Yes, exactly. Like when Kevin Hart got taken off of the Oscars, like they found like old posts from him and they yanked him off. That was me. Like it just took a while. They found the tape. They found out about the jokes and they said, CKATT, we can't have you here. We're shipping you out to the tundra.
Yeah, I get that. But, the good news is while I do say you're a talent and you could be shaped into something great, the replacement for you at ESPN West Palm is probably not going to be that difficult to find because, I'm sure there's some homeless guys on the street that they could probably pick up and just do whatever it is that you were doing anyway.
Just throw a little Hawaiian shirt on him and get him to shave his beard up right. And yeah, we can make a second CKATT. Dean, man, I appreciate you jumping in and sharing some joy with us on the Cat Curtain Call. Sharing some good words with him, and yes, he will be taking his talents, by the way, to ESPN Milwaukee. So he's going out there to the tundra, to the cold.
Dean, can you get me a ticket to UFC White House? What is it called? UFC Freedom? I want to go.
Honestly, I haven't even done my paperwork to go. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to be there, and I'm at all of the fights. So. That's a pretty difficult task and a pretty difficult request, so I'm not sure I can make that happen.
From an underwear bag to
down the street. Yeah, I do know down the street they're going to have a viewing party where you can watch. So I might be able to get you a ticket for that. Yeah.
Cool.
That's good. That's good enough.
I mean, if Kobe Covington couldn't get in that card, I don't know if I can get a ticket with that guy.
Oh my God. Dean Thomas. I appreciate you pulling up on the Baptist Health Hotline and showing some love, man. And where about are you right now, and when are you going to be back in town?
Well, I'm at the airport right now, and I'm headed actually to Philly. I wish I could have made it in and did the show. Or I know you guys are on location, but I wish I could have made it. But I had to go to the airport. I'm headed to Philly to work with my guy Joe Piper. He's fighting the great Israel Adesanya next weekend on the 28th in Seattle. So. If you tune into that, make sure y'all tune into that and catch that. But yeah, man, CKATT, you will be missed. You are my dog. In fact, I was just watching you today. I casted CKATT in my short film. Just watching him today on screen. So, yeah, man, shout out to CKATT, man. Best of luck to wherever it is that you land.
That is Dean Thomas. I appreciate your time. And, yes, go get Flower Short Film where you get your films. CKATT is making his film debut in that, outside of the OnlyFans, of course. Thanks again, Dean.
All right, guys. Peace.
That is Dean Thomas jumping in on the Baptist Health Hotline. We're going to go to a quick break here, and on the other side, we are going to be doing a little bit of a celebration here at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. We've got somebody coming in with a special gift from the Palm Beach Cardinals. I'm sure y'all know what they've got cooking up, and I'm excited to see what that looks like. So that is CKATT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We'll continue the curtain call on Theoretically Speaking right here on ESPN 106.3.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like two delicious desserts just high-fived, snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Progressive's accident response can detect and send help when you need it most, after a major car accident. But other accidents, you're on your own. Like when you accidentally call your wife Mom. When you accidentally say Happy Holidays on someone's birthday. When you accidentally wave at someone you thought was waving at you. We can't help with those accidents, but Progressive's accident response provides peace of mind after major car accidents. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
College basketball is heating up, and the tournament is here. Don't let your home get caught off guard. Get game ready now with EDS Air Conditioning. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. Right now, qualified customers can get 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the court, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS has been the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSIsyes.com today.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Trans World Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Today's tax tip is brought to you by Anshin Accountants and Advisors with George Teixeira, partner and practice leader of Anshin's Financial Services Group.
When launching a private investment fund, proper structuring could mean the difference between high tax bills and smart tax savings. The new One Big Beautiful Bill Act permanently extends the 20% deduction on qualified business income, makes favorable changes to exclusions of gains of qualified small business stock, and brings back full expensing on capital investments. For fund managers, this means new opportunities to reduce taxable income and improve cash flow. At Anshin, a partner-owned firm since 1923, we specialize in building tax-efficient structures that help funds and their investors make the right decisions today for greater success tomorrow. If you are launching a fund in this new environment, let Anshin deliver value where others can't.
For more tax tips from Anshin, visit Anshin.com. That's ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, helping you recalculate what's possible.
Good people. It's Theo Dorsey, and time is running out for spring training at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. So don't miss your chance to see the Miami Marlins and St. Louis Cardinals take the field in Jupiter. Visit online to view the schedule and to see the full lineup of special promotions and events. And be sure to check out the brand new Jupiter Medical Center Champions Club. Tickets, groups, suites, mini plans, VIP experiences, and more are all on sale right now at RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Good people. This is the happy hour of Theoretically Speaking on the Cat Curtain Call Day, CKATT'S final day. And if you're looking on the YouTube stream right now on ESPN South Florida, you don't see the cat. Instead, you see Sophia Monteleone, who is with the, what's the actual title at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium? I forgot it already.
No, it's so long.
Yes.
I am the in-game entertainment and media relations coordinator at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium.
And part of that, I've realized you are part of the reason why we hear Flavor Flav every time there's a stolen base here. This is my first time hearing that. It was like we were sitting here in the break, I hear Flavor Flav go, "Yeah, boy."
The longest yeah boy ever.
And I'm like, what is going on in there?
Oh, so that's not Flavor Flav doing it. That's the longest yeah boy ever.
Yeah, no, it's
All
the
right.
official
Okay.
longest yeah boy
Theo,
ever.
you gotta grow up, man.
I don't know what that is.
The longest yeah boy
We'll show
ever
you
was a
after.
very viral YouTube video
It's great.
where you have a young man in his, I guess, bedroom or computer
What?
room.
One or the other.
Upload about a 36-second video of him saying "yeah, boy" for the longest one ever.
Yeah.
Wow, so it's like a Guinness World Record?
I would
holder
assume
or
so. I
something?
would think
Okay.
so.
Unofficial.
You learn
Yeah,
something new every
unofficial.
day. Well, you know what? I appreciate you guys for culturing me. I need to grow up. I need to grow up. And you know what the best place to grow up for a lot of kids is, and a lot of childhood memories come from? Spring training, especially here at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. We've got the Cardinals playing right now. We've got the Astros playing right now. And Sophia, how has this spring been at the Dean? Because I know that every time I come here, it's packed out.
Oh my gosh. I've been working here. This is my third season.
Yeah.
Every year it gets better. Every year it gets better.
Like
the fans are more passionate every single year. The teams just somehow get better every single year. I'm like, the talent is just limitless.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and it's a great way to see, we have a lot of people from Miami come up, a lot of people from St. Louis fly down. It's amazing to kind of see the merging of community here in Jupiter, Florida. Like, who would have thought? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And it's fresh off of a World Baseball Classic final where fans, maybe if you were a Team USA fan last night and you were like, I got to get that bad taste out of my mouth, you come here and one
Let
of the two
loose.
American Major League Baseball teams has got to come out with a win. Sophia, one of the main things that is coming, I know we have coming up Pickleball Day
Yes.
at the Dean.
Wouldn't
And
you believe it?
You have a paddle
I
with
have one for you.
So where did this Pickleball Day is going to be this Saturday
Yes.
at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. I know that the Palm Beach Royals will be involved where people can get into a clinic. Whose idea was it to also let fans walk away with a nice paddle, double-sided, that
It
you
is
get to
really
actually
nice.
use? Yeah.
So take a look. This was actually from our general manager, Mike Bauer. It was kind of his idea to bring, pickleball back to the ballpark. We did a pickleball day a couple years ago, but it was with, a paddle that maybe wasn't the best quality.
Yeah.
This is professional quality. You can bring this to your court and just go ham. And it's really cool because no one else is going to have this double-sided paddle besides us.
One of a kind.
Yeah.
One of a kind. And people can get it by going on RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com and buying in on Saturday to be able to both watch some great baseball and to pick up some pickleball tricks.
Yeah, awesome.
Sophia, did you hear? I know this is far from the last spring training at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Did you hear this is CKATT'S last day?
I did, and you know what? I have a gift for you.
Wow, let me get out of the way
I have a gift. So
let me get out of the way here.
If you remember, earlier in the year in January, we came by, talked about the frozen iguanas.
Broke the news on ESPN
Broke the
106.3.
news, exactly. Well, I wanted to give you this.
Oh.
If it's not the right size, let me know. We have extras. But I wanted to get you your very own Frozen Iguanas jersey.
Wow. The Cat Man.
I don't know how to explain my thanks other than saying thank you very much. You picked the right gift for the right guy. Oh, my gosh.
It was such a fun way to debut it with you guys, and we were kind of thinking of ways we could make this special for you, so you will be missed.
I said I wouldn't cry.
Oh, don't cry, because then I'll cry.
And what I will say, too, about this is CKATT, before we even found out about the frozen iguanas, CKATT was the most iguana-obsessed person at ESPN West Palm. Also, on top of that, CKATT himself he follows, what's the guy's name? The Tarzan.
Cuban Tarzan.
Cuban Tarzan.
He'll out the first pitch here on one of these days.
Yes.
I think so. I don't know when exactly, but I think we're cooking something.
When y'all made this idea, the frozen iguanas, this was something that swept the nation. It went viral. You sold out of gear immediately.
It was awesome.
And now it's around the corner, right?
I know, yeah. Our first Frozen Iguanas game is April 4th at 6 o'clock. We do have fireworks that day, by the way. It's just going to be mean, green, and ice cold. It's going to be awesome.
CKATT, your car is packed.
Yeah.
When he leaves the Dean, this is literally his last stop in West Palm
Are you
Beach, in the
serious?
Palm Beach County area.
Yeah, I'm
is
driving
Roger
to
Dean
it.
Chevrolet
Yeah.
Stadium.
Oh my God.
So
well, I'm glad you decided to spend it with us.
I
but,
know. I
oh my
couldn't pick a
gosh.
better place.
Well, here's the thing, CKATT, you're going to put that jersey in the car with all the other belongings. You're driving to Milwaukee to never be seen again, but for one of these Saturdays, because you got a Frozen Iguanas jersey.
That's true.
And when the Palm Beach Cardinals bring out their alter egos, we're going to need a cat appearance potentially at the Dean for one, because it's every Saturday during the Florida State League. How does this work?
So we have 12 Saturdays where the Palm Beach Frozen Iguanas will be making their appearance here at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. The Frozen Iguanas is presented by Iggy Trap, which is an iguana trapping company down here in South Florida. So they'll have some activations. They might even bring an iguana. We're working out the details.
They might even bring a live iguana?
Yes. No, it won't. Yes, it'll be alive.
Okay, just make sure, because
it
he's
will
been
be
talking about
alive.
iguana food for the past couple of months.
I do remember you talking about that, and I don't really like it.
Yeah.
Sacrifice on the pitcher's mound?
Ooh,
All right, no.
that could be a little scary for the kids. But, so we will have E-Trap here kind of educating everyone on, the invasive species that are iguanas. But we'll also have some really awesome merch, really great baseball, really cool green food, by the way. We haven't talked about that yet. And then, we have an ice cold ticket package where you get access to all 12 games, so you don't miss out on anything. So I would definitely recommend, I know you're leaving to go to Milwaukee, but if you're interested.
Hey.
Couple trip, it's one flight away.
Yeah, one
It's
flight
easy.
away.
I have people here. I have a place to stay, and I want to play golf, so I'll be down here.
Look, he's got many reasons to get down here, especially for a weekend. So I can't wait to see that. I can't believe we're this close to it as well at this point. As spring training is making its exit from Palm Beach County, the Frozen Iguanas make their entrance, and this is going to be a mainstay. Is this a one-season deal, or are we thinking about making this a long-term thing, or we don't know
We're
yet?
thinking about it. You guys keep an eye out on socials.
That's real.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
real.
see.
That's
But yeah,
real.
baseball never stops here. It's amazing.
America's busiest ballpark, Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium, and as the Cardinals and the Marlins are wrapping up spring training here, which you still have some dates to make your way here, including Pickleball Day this Saturday.
Including Pickleball Day. Let me show you it again so you don't forget.
Yes. So
Yeah.
buy some tickets for that, and then also remember the Florida State League picks up right after that as America's busiest ballpark keeps things going. Sophia, thank you so much for checking in with us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
The jersey.
Thank you so much for this.
Of
Thank
course.
you so much.
I'm glad I could help
Yes.
give that to you
A
because
nice-
you guys were so helpful in frozen iguanas, and I know you were a big fan of the iguana food. So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
give you that, but I can give
It's
you
okay.
this.
I've got a black and orchid guy.
He'll figure that part out on his own. That is Sophia with Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium in the Palm Beach Cardinals. I'm Theo Dorsey. That is CKATT as he's making his cat curtain call here on his final show. And again, we're going to be reopening that Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776, for y'all to join the show throughout the day to say some kind words to the cat as he departs, literally departs at 4:01 p.m. for Milwaukee. More theoretically speaking on the other side, that's CKATT, that's Sophia, I'm Theo Dorsey. We are theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Come to Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium on Saturday, March 21st for Pickleball Day, presented by Florida Power and Light. Purchase a special game day package which includes a reserved box ticket, a Cardinals and Marlins pickleball paddle, and a chance to meet and greet the Palm Beach Royals pickleball team as part of a pregame clinic on the concourse. After the game, kids can run the bases and everyone can enjoy a post-game concert. Purchase your Pickleball Day package at RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 27 national championships, including their third championship in women's soccer. Visit KUCHawks.com for the latest on the championship athletic programs at Kaiser University.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Time now for the Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. Every Player of the Week is eligible to win a scholarship at the end of the year. This year, a $20,000 scholarship will be awarded to an athlete, with $5,000 going to the winner's high school athletic department. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond. Here's Cade Chumslin.
Our Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week is Park Vista flag football quarterback Jordana Weil. Jordana led a last-second comeback last Wednesday, completing both the final touchdown and the game-winning two-point conversion. Here's what she told herself going into the crucial drive.
Honestly, I was just telling myself that, you just got to push through it, and, big-time players going to make big-time plays, and if it was going to come down to that, it was going to come down to that, and I could push through a couple more throws.
Congratulations, Jordana, on being selected this week's Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week. Good luck to you and the rest of your Cobra teammates this season.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Trans World Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121, or visit tworld.com today.
Hey, if you love St. Patrick's Day, Duffy Sports Grill is far from done celebrating. Take part in Duffy's Taste of Ireland celebration with a special menu available now through April 6th. That means house-made shepherd's pie, Irish potato skins loaded with corned beef, a mouth-watering Reuben burger piled high with shaved corned beef and Swiss, and don't skip dessert, the Shamrock Pie with chocolate mint ice cream.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
And it's the happy hour, and we're at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. That is C-Katt right here. It's the cat call. The curtain call, excuse me. Cat call, totally different thing. And this is Tina Costanza, who's been probably on the wrong side of some cat calls, the right side of some. Sometimes they're nice, right?
Sometimes they're nice.
Okay.
I thought cat call is inherently malicious.
Is it?
Have you ever been, like, good cat called? Like, you got it. Like, right back at you, construction worker.
Good eye.
I don't think it's all malicious.
Okay, well, all right.
Sometimes it's flattering.
Yeah.
Even if it's not rude, it can be flattering, I think. It's
Okay.
just, cat calling can be flattering.
That's good to know. So if you see Tina in the wild,
No,
It's just the
there's
action.
a 50-50 chance it might work out.
that's not what that means.
That's what it sounds
It's not
like.
a success rate thing. I'm just saying sometimes a cat call can be flattering, even if you still are like, no, thank you, you move on.
I'd prefer not to be catcalled.
Okay.
But
There you go.
if
There
you're
you go.
going to do it, yes, be like polite and be nice.
What if it's like
and not
nice?
weird.
What if it's like, woo, look at the jacket on her. She looks great.
Wait, there's this guy on social who does like polite comments like that. Like you expect him to be like mean, and then he's like, "Girl, those shoes look so good."
Right.
Like that's nice. That would be fine. But is that catcalling?
That's just a compliment.
Yeah, that's just a compliment.
You got to cat calling's
Yeah.
kind of got to be like,
And also, like, the kind of voice he has, you're non-threatened.
Yes.
what kind of voice does he have, C-Kat?
A non-threatening voice.
All right,
Whatever you interpret it.
I know a very friendly, kind, and non-threatening voice that's joining us on the Baptist Health Hotline here, 888-760-3776, and that is our guy, the coach, Jimmy Bell. Jimmy Bell, non-threatening for sure. Also kind of like verbose. It kind of makes people feel warm. Jimmy Bell, how you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm coming at you with both hands tied behind my back. I don't mean any harm. You don't have to worry about me, buddy.
Good guy, Jimmy Bell. Jimmy is C-Katt. You and him have been doing the high school game day play-by-play and whatnot.
Yeah.
How many games would you estimate you think y'all have done together?
We've probably done 30-plus because he's also with Kaiser University this past season. So I think 30 or more games, me and the coach, Jimmy Bell, have broadcasted local football in the area. Some incredible finishes, some incredible moments, some really bad press boxes, but a lot of memories.
Yeah, no doubt about the press boxes, man. We're on top of each other. I'm saying, hey, you go in front, I'll get in the back. We had to move around a little bit, make it work, but we did it over the years. It was a great run for us.
So Jimmy Bell, so Kat didn't run you off from the microphone, from the headset of calling games with us. I'm guessing you enjoyed your game after game alongside C-Katt with some electric games and big plays and state championship moments.
Well, I knew it had to be something was going on because we made history this year. 3 championship games within 4 days, also calling the Kaiser game as they went on to the national championship. So you kind of felt that, this is too good to be true. But, yes, a great run for us. He kind of reprimanded me. I remember during the Kaiser game, I kind of came in a little too early during one of the calls, and he said, hey, don't do that. I was like, okay, cool, man.
You did not to Jimmy Bell.
He gave me the business, man. But it's cool. It's cool. I mean, listen, I work with a lot of guys. Ken LaVica, JMP. Nobody ever reprimanded me, but he was the first. But I took it in stride, and we made it work.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
The goal. The goal. Did you do the thing where you put the forearm on his chest too?
No, I didn't do that. It never got physical. No, yeah, we were just trying. We made the perfect chemistry.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it would have made the Milwaukee to put the forearm on me.
Yeah. One of these. Yeah. No, yeah. Jimmy's one of the best color commentators I've ever worked with, like ever. Just knows football in this area inside and out. And he provided what I couldn't, and that was, growing up in just giving decades and decades of Palm Beach County, Treasure Coast athletics, football specifically, history, and I'll be forever grateful for that.
He's calling you old, Jimmy.
Yeah, I've been here a few hours. I mean, I'm getting a little younger, so, hey, listen, when you have a chance to watch as much football as I've done over the years, you know a few things, and you try to bring it into the broadcast, and I thought we'd ride off into the sunset together, but, hey, brother, I'm glad for you. I'm glad you got another opportunity. Like I said, I've worked with a lot of guys. Maybe one day that door comes open for me, but right now I'm just glad it's your turn.
That's right. Well, amen to that, Jimmy Bell. I appreciate you tapping in, and I appreciate you helping us send the cat off the right way. He literally already has his bags and his car packed. He's not waiting a moment after this show. He's going to be headed straight to Milwaukee in the car. So if you want to get some of those thoughts out of some of the negative things as well that you didn't want to share on air, he'll have plenty of time on the car ride for you to call him and let him know.
No, I'm good. But, hey, Cat, wherever you're going, man, tell everybody there I say hello. They know me up there.
Okay.
Ooh, yes,
I like
sir. It. That is Jimmy Bell. Appreciate the call, Jimmy Bell, and Jimmy joining us there on the Baptist Health Hotline. Don't worry, for the good people that enjoy listening to Jimmy Bell's voice on our calls, he still will be around. It's just the cat that's leaving. So if you just tuned in and you're like, whoa, what's going on to Jimmy Bell? No. He's good. C-Katt's leaving us for GKB ESPN Milwaukee. 888-760-3776, 888-760-3776. We're letting you pour your heart out to the cat man as he's making this his final escapade with the good people on Theoretically Speaking. And the Baptist Health Hotline is, as always, ready and open for you. Step into pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From weekend warriors to seasoned pros, our all-pro team delivers the same advanced care that the pros get, and that's because you deserve it as well. Get back to doing what you love most. Get back into the game. All right? Don't suffer. Don't suffer. Deal with it. And the good people at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care can help you deal with it. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. That is baptisthealth.net/ortho. 888-760-3776. That's the Baptist Health Hotline. Tina.
Whoa. Did you throw up? Are you okay?
No, I had a burp coming. But I got out of it. I aborted mission. Tina, you've already been said to be the one that is going to tear up a bit today. And I hate that C-Katt put that expectation on you because now
I know
it makes it weird. Nothing would happen naturally, but he's the one with shades on. So just want to point that out.
That is true, and we are undercover. There's no reason to have sunglasses on right now, C-Katt. And yes, I do feel this pressure that I am a crybaby. Yeah. And even yesterday, just one thing C-Katt said brought tears to my eyes, and my eyes got watery. So, but I've been preparing myself for today. I was like, I don't want to be a mess, but I am sad.
It's just weird. It's a confluence of emotions.
I've got a trick up my sleeve that will guarantee the waterworks.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
That
I don't know why he wants me to cry so bad.
I don't want you to. Oh, I know why I want you to cry so bad. Because I'm competitive.
Yeah, he's like, he said, I get you on that because you're like, that is an easy way of measuring. Words are one thing, but the tears that flow out, that is another
it's
thing.
It's like a lie detector test.
Yeah.
It's like when you wrap the thing around your chest area that measures your heart rate and whether or not you divert from your mean.
Yeah.
Like that, you can't control the tears. You can control what you say.
Speaking of not being able to control what people say, Joe is in Jupiter, and Joe is on the Baptist Health Hotline. And Joe, we will drop you immediately if you say the word Dallas even once. But C-Katt would love to hear from you as he's making his way out the door, dog.
Yeah, it's not about that right now. This is about C-Katt's last day. And I just want to go back to 5 years ago when I moved to the great state of South Florida from Texas, and back with the great Josh and Ken LaVicka and Jeanette and you, Tina, and I've met y'all a few times. And then Theo, I think I met you for the first time in my first golf tournament I've ever been to. It used to be the Honda Classic. We met briefly. I don't know if you remember that. It was on a Friday. And then one of the most special moments of my times. I've always been fascinated with broadcasting radio. I've never done it, but I've always been listening since like 95-ish. And I thought I could possibly do it, but I never have. But then I got to sit in the studio with y'all when I brought those cookies up there. And C-Katt, you were so nice. This is before y'all had somebody break in. Remember that? I don't know. Can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh
Can't
yeah,
do it anymore.
That was the issue. You might have made that door possible for that person to break in, but no, Joe, that was a nice day.
No, I did not. But I sat next to C-Katt. You remember that? And I just got to watch y'all do what y'all do and just be yourself. It's just fascinating to me. Y'all do such a fantastic job. And I've never been in that situation before in my life, and maybe never again. But I want to thank you, C-Katt, for being so kind. When I was sitting there next to me, you were kind of showing me to hit the buttons, and you were giving me the headset and stuff, and I was listening. And, you've always been so kind whenever we've been talking on the radio where I've called in and stuff. And you've got a voice for radio and even TV. I'm telling you, you got something. And along with sitting next to Theo, and you got the backbone and probably from Ken and Josh if you were with them. But like I say, congrats to you. I know it's going to be great for you and your family. And been great listening to you and talking to you and meeting you and sitting with you for 20 minutes, which I was like a kid in a candy store for 20 minutes. And thank y'all for letting me do that. You got any questions for me?
Now it's your turn. Thank you,
Joe. Thank you so much for the call. Thank you so much for sharing the memory. It was awesome having you behind the scenes and showing you what we do each and every day. And we appreciate your listenership each and every day. With people like you, and as many people like you there are, it wouldn't be possible to do what we do. So it's pretty incredible to have someone that's so in tune with the radio station as a listener. So thank you so much for the call. Thank you for sharing that story. And, we're in the home stretch now. We got about, 15 minutes of airtime? We got one more break to get through.
This is happening right now.
I mean, it's only fitting to talk about St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Yes, it is. And C-Katt, I know you took your car there not too long ago because you had some car issues. And so I'm confident that you are safe on the road making the trip to Milwaukee because you went to St. Lucie Battery and Tire. C-Katt went to the West Palm location. I go to the one off Blue Heron Military Trail. There's locations in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast, whether it's maintenance, whether it's tires, whether it's a battery, whatever you need, trust the experts at St. Lucie Battery and Tire. Go to slbt.com to see the services that they provide in the closest location to you.
Man, we have a fan walking up with a Team Venezuela hat just taunting us. It's the reason is
he's given reasons why Team Venezuela beat Team USA.
Okay, fair enough.
And
yeah.
Yes, and he's saying that we don't have heart.
He's
saying that we don't have heart or unity.
That's true. Yeah, the Team USA, they didn't. They wouldn't have cried as hard as Venezuela did.
Viva la Venezuela.
Oh, no!
Get out of here.
He's not even Venezuelan.
He's from Mexico.
Get out of here.
Venezuelan.
We've got a Venezuelan and a Mexican on ESPN Deportes, and they would never claim the other side.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, Tina.
Thank you so much.
Tina, thank you. Tina, you did we have a cocktail of the day today?
Yes, we do.
Let's get our cocktail of the day today. Now that we've talked about St. Lucie Battery and Tire, let's get our cocktail of the day today. And, Tina, this is the last cocktail you'll be able to give with C-Katt on the show. This is the last cat cocktail. Is this a cat-themed cocktail?
It is not a cat-themed cocktail.
You can't even get
That's
a cat-themed.
true. It is that very good holiday. It's the day after St. Patrick's Day, so it's the Shamrock Shake, right?
No, it's not. It is called the Last Call.
Oh, yes, yes.
You've got bourbon. You've got a coffee liqueur, simple syrup, chocolate bitters, an orange peel for a garnish, and a cherry to garnish.
That smells good. Coffee liqueur with the whiskey
and bourbon.
With the bourbon. I like it.
I'll sip it ceremoniously and then probably pour it in the sink because I cannot drink. That's too strong, man.
It's just what is it again?
Bourbon
and
coffee liqueur, simple syrup, chocolate bitters.
This
is sweet for you.
I don't know, man. A bourbon cocktail with I've tried coffee liqueur before, and it just makes me gag because like the coffee I drink is like so
sugary.
inundated with
Yes.
cream and caramel. Like a black coffee, I'll give the same reaction to a shot of vodka, you know. But I will toast to the last call.
The last call.
There you go. The last call on the way out the door there. The last call of the cocktail of the day. And it is a drink that you said you would puke if you ever tried it. So thanks a lot, CK. Thanks a lot. Maybe I should blame Tina. She should have ran it by you.
Yeah, maybe I should, I don't know, take 4 of them and get on the road.
There you go. No.
Let's not do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Take with you can to-go cup them and drink them when you get to the other side. We should get to the other side here, the final segment.
And then we got one caller joining the Baptist
Oh, we got
Health
a caller. We
Hotline.
got a caller.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got Chris and Tequesta calling on into the show. Good friend of show. Chris, you gave me half of my golf bag. I use the 56 whenever I'm around the greens. I use the 5-wood whenever I'm 200 yards out. You transformed that part of my life. Thank you for calling on into the show.
Goodbye, C-Katt.
That works.
Chris, man. Chris.
My man, C-Katt. Yeah. What's up, Theo?
I was about to say, like, you have of all of our fans on Theoretically Speaking, you've impacted CKATT'S life probably the most,
Yes.
not just with the stories you've shared and the time coming up to the studio, but the gifts as well, man. You mean a lot to this dude.
That's saying a lot, man. I mean, I was listening way back when C-Katt started with, Josh Cohen and friends and Tina there, and I wasn't quite sure what I thought about him at the time, to be honest with you. I'm very territorial, and I'm not used to change, to be honest with you. However, C-Katt, you grew on me, brother. I mean, you got a great voice. I met you down there at the ESPN studio a couple months back, and we met, and I totally changed my thinking about you. I mean, I did it way before that too, but you're always just so informed, and when you were doing those calls on the high school games, I said, man, this dude's got it, man. He really does. Young cat, we have a lot in common, whether you know it or not. I played at Low baseball school as well. And I hope every time you grab my clubs, you'll remember me and the late, great Billy from Philly Racino.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate your call and your contribution to the show. People like you, people like Joe, people like Jalen, anybody who calls into the show and comments on a daily basis, we appreciate their impact. It's awesome.
It's love. Appreciate that,
Absolutely.
Chris. Chris with the
C-Katt, God bless you, brother. Like I told you, you got to be hungry, brother. You got to be hungry. Go get it now, man. Go get it.
Is that a dog? Do you have his dog barking at you as well? Chris,
Uh-huh.
appreciate the call. Chris from Sequester there, dropping in on the Baptist Health Hotline. We are going to go to a break. On the other side, we'll have pretty much Kat's last remarks to you all, at least on ESPN West Palm. But you can find him on the socials, and you'll have him at ESPN Milwaukee as well going forward. So weird times, odd times for real, mixes of emotions here. We address all of that on the other side. That's C-Katt for now. That's Tina. I'm Theo. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West Palm are experts in helping your business get noticed and get effective signage in front of your potential customers. Our team can turn your blank windows or plain vehicles into money-making branding machines by drawing customers' attention to your business. So if you're looking to leave that lasting impression, call us 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpb.com.
Hey, ref, time out, man. All right, team, we're only down by 5. We can still win this. Grab some water and get back out there. Whoa, not that water. You need Culligan water. With a free water test and advanced reverse osmosis purification system, Culligan helps reduce contaminants, delivering cleaner, safer, better tasting water. Enjoy 12 months interest-free. Schedule your free test today at Culligan.com. Serving all of South Florida, residential or commercial.
Hey, Culligan man!
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Trans World Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Ready to dance? Right now on Hard Rock Bet, new customers get paid double winnings on your first 10 bets. And we'll keep you dancing all tourney with 2 profit boosts for every day of hoops. That's right. All customers can get a parlay profit boost and a live bet profit boost from now till they cut down the nets. Double winnings, daily dancing boosts, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
College basketball is heating up, and the tournament is here. Don't let your home get caught off guard. Get game ready now with EDS Air Conditioning. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. Right now, qualified customers can get 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the court, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS has been the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
It's like episode 465 of Theoretically Speaking. This is something that started in April of 2024. This is something that is never going to be the same after this final segment. The show will continue, but we'll be doing so without C-Katt, who is moving on as we've announced. And this is our last little happy hour, our last little hoopla. Tina here with me, C-Katt as well at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium as Katt's making the curtain call. You're widely known for being a Yankees fan, upstate New Yorker, also for being Baltimore Ravens fan.
Yeah, tortured, man. Just pain after pain after pain.
A lot of losses coming your way. Somebody that can share in at least the Ravens side of those losses is our guy Larry in Boynton Beach, who joins us on the Baptist Health Hotline, and he is a man who not only shares in your frustrations, but at least y'all are like downing wines or seltzers when y'all are, crying tears away because of Tyler Luke missed field goals. Larry, man, appreciate the call. What's up?
Oh, hey, guys. I wanted to congratulate C-Katt on his new adventures. I'm sure he'll do great things for GKD up in Milwaukee. Hopefully Courtney can give him some good advice. Wish you guys the best continued success. I mean, the greatest personal memory I had was meeting both of you when you did come down for that Ravens-Kansas City Chiefs game that came down to the toenail of Isaiah Likely. But really enjoyed meeting both of you, and continued success to both of you. And just good luck with everything.
Larry, we need you to call in more often now because Larry, we need you to call in more often now. There's not going to be a Ravens fan on the show. That's the thing. You got some shoes to fill in terms of standing up for the guys in purple. We saw a Raven fly in here in the middle of the day today. It was a weird omen. But thank you for the call, Larry. We appreciate you. I appreciate you specifically. The best part of the holiday season is when Larry from Boynton comes around and just has the present in such a busy, hectic time of year. He carves out the thought and the time and whatever financial to come to the office and drop off gifts for the people on air. So I really do appreciate Larry for everything.
He's a great dude, man.
You guys deserve it.
Larry, I appreciate you. I appreciate you making time as well. And I will say, Larry, I'm hoping you're feeling good, and it's good to hear from you, dog. You are the man.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Good luck.
Thanks for the call. C-Katt, man, look what you're doing to us.
Yeah, we got 7 minutes.
Look what you're doing to us.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know if C-Katt's nervous.
He just doesn't he does not like this.
Right? Like it's all about him today, and he hates it.
Yeah. I got gifts. I got gifts for Tina, gifts for Theo.
Wow.
Oh.
Are we doing this right now on the air?
Yeah, we got him right here in the bag.
Okay, so C-Katt is giving us gifts as he departs us, maybe because he feels bad for leaving us high and dry.
They didn't check me at the metal detector, by the way. So, like, you'll see on the YouTube stream now on ESPN South Florida, walking in with two of these bad boys.
Yeah.
One of them, either a homeless guy who's covering up his, like, tall boy beer that you bought at a gas station to not get a public disorderly conduct or public drunkenness or whatever, or it's malicious. It's neither of the two. It instead is a gift for Theo and a gift for Tina that has a gift receipt inside in case you don't like it.
Wow. Okay, so we'll unwrap these things. This is a crafty, thoughtful. Oh, wow. A Yeti?
A shaker cup.
Oh, okay, bet. So this is like a thermal joint. And
Yes.
so
Mine's
you're
a
saying,
shaker cup for the gym.
Are you?
This
What are
is
you saying?
pretty.
I just wanted to enhance your coffee drinking, Theo, and I wanted to enhance your, I don't know, green crap that you drink in the office sometimes.
I think this is a veiled shot at me because I said I was back in that gym and you knew that fell off.
That's not true.
And you got her the gym thing and me the coffee thing.
All right, so this is a shaker
is
cup
nice.
that doesn't need the little spring ball. The design of the cup, if you just shake it, it'll mix your protein powder or pre-workout or whatever powder you're mixing in with it. It doesn't need a ball in the middle to clean.
I like that a lot.
I know the guy explained the technology to me in the store.
And then, is there anything cool about my?
Yes.
Okay.
So
This is
you can
amazing.
sieve it from any angle.
Really?
Yes. So you know how like some
you're not
thermoses you
kidding.
slide one side and you got to like it's designed for driving. It's small enough to fit in any cup
He's not
holder.
kidding.
And you twist the top and you can sieve it from any angle.
These are
that
very
you so
high
choose.
tech. The funny thing
This
is,
is so thoughtful.
this is very thoughtful. C-Katt's always thoughtful, and I will say every single time Kat comes with a gift, it always is about liquid consumption. When you came back from Italy, the
Yes.
limoncello.
Uh-huh.
For the Christmas the one time, the koozies for
Yes.
cups.
Yes. That's
The
true.
Masters
The
cup.
Masters cups and koozies.
And now I love the. Was this intentional?
No, I am a very uncreative gift giver, and now I realize that. No,
Everybody drinks. It's like everybody drinks.
What do you mean these are
These
creative?
are great. These are great. These are creative, and these are great.
Thank you, C-Katt.
no problem.
Kat, I think a lot of people don't know this, but we were an arranged marriage, theoretically speaking, in its inception. We were a team that was put together in a very quick instance, and with a week or so for us to build together what this show would look like, theoretically speaking, and us thrusting into a room together to get to know each other better, to work alongside each other, there's no way in hell that Steve Policiner, Steph Prince, Evan Cohen, Brian Rowitz, anybody that was in the decision-making chair to make this happen, there's no way in hell they would have seen this going as well as I've assumed it has gone. But I will say none of that happens without the thoughtfulness, the creativity, the charisma, the fun. The one thing my wife Ashley talks about all the time with Kat, you're hilarious. You're freaking hilarious. And we're going to miss that and more from the Kat man. And I really don't know what things are going to look like without you in every facet of the way, like everything we do here.
There is such a missing piece now to theoretically speaking because of C-Katt, because multiple people have said it. He is so unique. There is no one like C-Katt. There's no one that I know that would buy an appetizer sitting at the bar and then offer the stranger next to him to share it with him. He's so quick on just thinking of if it's nicknames or stories and like in the moment coming up with things. Like there is no one like C-Katt. There's no one who just goes and plays in random golf foursomes in the morning at 7:30 a.m. and all these stories that he has
still on
by
time.
just living life. And there's going to be such a missing piece here, theoretically speaking. I would have never imagined us three being together, like in a show when this all came about. And I'm going to miss you, C-Katt. The listeners are going to miss you, and you are irreplaceable.
My turn to talk? I guess it is. Before I started at ESPN West Palm, I thought a veiled shot at somebody was that they were nice. I thought if someone describes you as nice, it's because you're not an interesting person. It's because it can't come up with anything else. And they're just trying to say something that can apply to anybody. And then I worked with Theo on again, off again. And then I worked with Theo on a regular basis. And I realized that nice is not boring. You are the nicest person I've ever worked with, and I mean that. Yeah, and thank you for wanting to work with me, because in that slap-together show where we didn't have a plan, I know that you wouldn't have held a punch or gambled with your career stuff if you didn't think that we could make it work and make it work well, but you did believe that, and it did. So that was really great. So thank you, Theo, for that. And Tina, home team, Tina in the Wild, Espresso Mar-Tina. The best way to describe my interpretation of our working relationship, friendship, is we are quite literally brother and sister. You are in every way, shape, or form an older sister of mine, and for that I am so grateful. Tina opened the doors for me before, theoretically speaking, to get on air when she drunkenly at a Boca Raton Duffy's introduced me as, "This is C-Katt. I'm trying to get him to replace me as producer on Home Team," to people that were coming from out of town. And I was like, yeah, that's me, actually. And then I would go into the car, and I called my girlfriend, Deanna, and I said, I think I can actually do something here. Tina just introduced me as someone that should be on air every day. So, yeah, that's, thank you, guys.
I don't want to be the one. That is your time here and what you've meant to us personally and also as a show. Not just irreplaceable, man, unforgettable. It was kind of thrown together, Tina. You calling me nice and still doing so in somewhat of a backhanded way, and then you calling her older sister. More of that C-Katt wittiness on the fly, but man, I appreciate everything, dog, and I couldn't have asked for a better way to start things off here. And I hate that we're ending it right now. This is so weird.
So weird, but I'm so excited for you, C-Katt, in this next adventure, and you are always welcome to join.
Pack a big coat and go in love, go in peace, and go in joy, Kat.